Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony for the Bangkok Patana class of 2018 is about to begin. Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit in case of an emergency and check that your mobile phone is turned off or in silent mode. Thank you. Parents, guests, colleagues and students, could you please be upstanding for the processional of the Foundation Board and the academic leadership team of Bangkok Patana School.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the processional of the graduating class of 2018.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain upstanding for the Royal Thai Anthem, followed by the British National Anthem sung by our Year 13 vocal ensemble, accompanied by Ms. McRitchie. Please be seated. And thank you to the Year 13 vocal ensemble and Ms. McRitchie. Just a few people sitting down upstairs. There's been a lot of bad traffic today, so I'm just going to wait a little minute. A very good afternoon, everyone, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the Bangkok Patana School Class of 2018 graduation ceremony. His Excellency Mr. Brian Davidson, the British Ambassador to the Kingdom of Thailand, sends his heartfelt apologies as he is unable to attend this afternoon's graduation ceremony. A special welcome to Dr. Ted Benang, Chairman of the Foundation Board. Foundation Board members, staff and teachers, parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters, relatives, and especially the Year 13 class of 2018. I'd like to start this auspicious ceremony by recognising a very special person who has organised every Bangkok Patana graduation since 2006. So this is her 13th and final graduation to organise, as she's been promoted to our cross-campus principal position starting in August. Please join me in thanking Helen Thew for 13 years of meticulous graduation planning. Helen, come up to the stage, please. Nice little surprise. Helen knows everything about graduation, but she didn't know about that. So I can keep secrets, Helen. I have some extra special recognitions this afternoon that I would like to share with you all. James Penstone, our very first cross-campus principal, has done a brilliant job in that for 5 years, has been at the school for 13 years. He and his wife Kate and Erin and Arthur are moving to Zurich in August, so we wish them very well. He's just had a haircut, I can tell, as well. Another very special lady whose son is graduating today, and this is her 5th child to graduate at Bangkok Patana School, very special. Madame Colette Lacrosse, 19 years and retiring this year. Merci beaucoup. Yay, I can see you. Not sure if Rob Brown is here this afternoon. Fantastic EAL teacher, secondary, head of EAL department, 25 years service, so we'll give Rob Brown a clap anyway. Early retiring. Very special lady, we all know her, we all love her. She's given her heart and soul to the school since way back when she was 27 years old, when she started in 1992. Mrs. Jackie Houghton is leaving us. She's going just down to the road to St Andrews 107 as their new secondary head. But Jackie, thank you so much. I think you've attended every single graduation. Can you stand up and give us a wave? Big round of applause, Ms. Jackie Houghton, our wonderful assistant principal, professional learning. And my last one, very special. Pretty cool to have your graduation day, but also have your birthday. So a special happy birthday to Zoe Monfils, 19 years today. Happy birthday. Where are you? Right down the back, I think. It has been a pleasure knowing this year's graduating class for 10 years. You are a cohort who offer a wide array of talents, are passionate about life, and are well known for your diligent dedication towards your academic studies. I must say you have been well led and supported by your head of year, Mrs. Tracy Barton, who has built up a tremendous rapport with you over all of your secondary years. As a class, you have not only studied your academics hard, but you have devoted your precious time into service, the environment, sports, music, drama, the visual arts, MUN, leadership projects, and the Gold Award. It's been an incredibly active and at times stressful year for all of you, but you have made it and are about to proudly come up onto the stage and be acknowledged for reaching your full potential. After hearing Daewee's amazing winning poem in this year's secondary poetry competition, What Are You?, I was inspired to share a favourite poem with you today, which I'm sure will resonate with lots of you. It's written by a long-term international educator, Dr. Gail Schopert, and it's entitled Wings and Roots. We thought we couldn't give them roots, so we gave them wings. The things that nurture children can be named, although they are not the same in every home. When you choose to roam outside your native land and you have children, be prepared for them to grow up special and to grow up quick. They learn the trick of being with adults and how to make friends fast, but not to make fast friends. When friendship ends, each time a parent is transferred, it's hard to trust. Just nothing seems to last. But overseas, the family grows close, depending on each other. But where are the grandparents, aunts and uncles, and cousins? They are cast in distant, part-time roles. Some souls that should influence growing minds are far, far away. And so the home, and so the school, must fill the lives and set the rules. It'd be good if we could slow our children down. They move so fast, becoming so mature so soon. We try to call the tune, they want to dance to music of their own. But when they are gone and grown, they will appreciate the fact we cared enough to tell them no from time to time. Here is a word of hope. We have raised 3 children overseas, and I'm proud all of the many things they've done because we gave them wings. And what I thought was a minus really was a plus. They had to find their roots in us. Year 13, class of 2018, it is now time for you to spread your wings and to dare. Dare to jump into your future with enthusiasm. Dare to place no limits on what you hope to accomplish. Dare to dream big and realize it's not a cliche. Dare to bring excellence into everything that you do. It has been an absolute pleasure to interact with you over the past 10 years, and I want to wish you all the very best as you move on to your university years. And I do hope your lives continue to flourish. Enjoy this day. You deserve it. Thank you very much. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage our senior delegates, Ben, Pat, Saranya, Joe and William, who will share some reflections with you all. Give them a clap.
It would probably be a little strange if I quoted the Fast and Furious movie franchise to you guys today. To be honest, it would probably be unnecessary to quote any movie franchise in my graduation speech, but I'm going to do it anyway. You see, the Fast and Furious movie franchise is popular not only because it's a hilarious series of action movies with some brilliant one-liners, but also because, fundamentally, it's a movie about family. And I think family is something we should be talking about today. We're assembled here today in the Bangkok Patana School Theatre together with our families, with our parents, our grandparents, our siblings, our cousins, our uncles and aunts, all of whom have helped us get here, to this point where we can finally say goodbye to this place that has shaped us for however many years we've been here. And I don't think we could have done it without them. On one hand, quite literally, it is our parents that pay our tuitions and send us here, and we're thankful for that. But also beyond that, our parents provide us with support, with love, with a person to talk to who will always listen no matter what. And I think that's something we should acknowledge. I know in my family, my mother in particular, hi Mom, my mother in particular was probably more stressed about how my IB exams were going to go than I was myself. She has always done everything in her power to make sure that I have the opportunity to succeed. The night before my extended essay was due, she read all 4,000 words of it and told me, quite frankly, that my conclusion was not quite as good as I thought it was. Without my mother, I wouldn't be standing here in front of you today. Without my father, who has inspired me to reach for my dreams, or my brothers, who are the most annoying people on planet Earth, and I still somehow love them. Without them, I wouldn't be standing here today. So I guess the point of my speech is to say thank you to my family. And I urge all of my classmates of Grad 2018 to do the same. Because however much you think your parents or your family did or didn't do, I guarantee you, they helped you much more than you can possibly imagine. So I'd like to go back to my movie quote, because I like the Fast and Furious movies. And I think Vin Diesel quite eloquently summarizes my speech. He says, "You don't turn your back on family." Thank you.
What do you remember most about your school days? Was it the classes? Was it the teachers? The trips? As we look back, it's difficult to disagree with each memory we have. It's framed with who we experienced those days with. Friendship has and always will define a person's life. Friendship is the basis of relationships, mentorships, and society. And if you have watched My Little Pony, you might even say, friendship is magic. And who doesn't love magic, you know? When reflecting back on our time here at Patana, we will remember many things, such as our favorite classes, fun on residentials, and the grueling challenges overcome on sports teams, stage performances, and even DOE. Most importantly, we will remember the genuine friendships gained through these formative experiences. Patana is a breeding ground of opportunity, diversity, and tolerance. The students here, specifically Grad 18, are beautiful, open-minded, and always supportive of one another. Adding on, Patana is a catalyst for long-lasting friendships, as we have been taught and brought up in an environment that consistently advocates for love, acceptance, and the embracement of cultural differences. These fundamental qualities help the blossoming of true friendship. True friendship lies upon the foundation of trust, positivity, and respect. True friendship is the complete acceptance of one's character, providing the unchanging allowance for vulnerability, expression, and triumph. True friendship is when you feel safe, when you belong, when you feel wanted and valued for your opinions. Grad 18 is the perfect embodiment of a conglomerate full of these friendships. With every low, we know that we have a sturdy support system that will keep us fighting. We, Grad 18, have all experienced the IB struggle, all-nighters doing work, spending Friday nights with friends doing work, seeing half of our year group at TCDC doing work. My point is, the struggle was real. And what else is real is the fact that we took on, overcame, and conquered this academic war together. We should all be so proud of ourselves. To Grad 18, and especially to my close friends, thank you for providing me with your friendship. You have all made me a better person, and I am eternally grateful for everything we have been through together. As we close this chapter on our lives and we go our separate ways, we know that our legacy lives on and will live on in Patana and in each other's lives. Take a moment to think of those around you, those who have helped to shape your experiences at school, and those who remain your foundation as we prepare to leave. As poet Maya Angelou puts it, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Thank you.
Mr. Mills often asks his students, what makes a great teacher? Well, today I'm going to share our thoughts about the qualities of great teachers as we graduate today and show appreciation for all of our great teachers. We are incredibly fortunate at Bangkok Patana to be taught by such a dedicated and talented teaching body. We thank them today for their endless work in helping us to reach our potential and for pushing us to do better. Whether we've stayed here 12 years or 2 years, our teachers, in so many ways, have shaped who we are today and who we will become tomorrow. We know that we've been shaped by teachers in our younger years, and we fondly remember all of their hard work, from preschool to primary to pre-IB. A quick shout out to Mr. Burgess, who taught us in year 6 and couldn't bear to be separated from us, so he came to secondary as our head of year in year 7. Thank you to all our teachers across the years for all their care and attention. Teachers at Patana take many forms. They're not only found in classrooms, in labs, or on the sports fields. Our teachers have also been the 6-day staff who keep our school running smoothly. We have learned to be patient as we wait in line for our noodles and smoothies. We have learned to say thank you to the housekeepers who keep our school spotless. We have learned punctuality from our bus monitors, and we have learned to take care of our books from our librarians. Although, I do still have one book left to return. Sorry. Even today, our 6-day staff have worked their magic to magnificently transform the theater and sports hall just for us, to celebrate our graduation in style. Thank you. A special thanks must also go to our tutors, whether they are here today or have guided us in past years. They have been there to celebrate with us at the best of times, and they have been there to offer a helping hand or a subtle shove at the worst of times. They have been a constant presence in our lives through the rigors of school life, and we've built special bonds with them all. We also want to say thank you to the careers team for all their support over our journey to further education. We know how fortunate we have been to have your guidance and expertise. We've been lucky enough to have Miss Barden as our head of year since year 8. She is a force of nature, a veritable Typhoon Tracy, always on the go and prepared to help at a moment's notice. Like the dance extravaganza she organizes every year, she has choreographed Grad 18 beautifully, and we really are dancing in sync to Miss Barden's tune. Mr. Rolfe has also had a major role in our lives. It may be no coincidence that he has taken up marathon running over this time, perhaps in a vain attempt to run away from Grad 18's inability to meet his 2:30 deadlines. He was there from us for day one, and he almost made it to the last day of examinations before he finally succumbed to the strain and was laid out flat. Thank you, Mr. Rolfe. You have been a great advocate for us, and your knowledge and expertise as an IB coordinator is unsurpassable. So, to answer the question of what makes a great teacher, of course it is the incredible opportunities teachers have supported us in, such as climbing mountains for international award, attending MUN conferences, coaching teams for sports tournaments, mentoring clubs and service events. The list is endless. But great teaching is more than that. It is the teacher that stays at break to help you with a concept you're struggling with. It is the teacher that met with you before your exams to give you the advice you needed to score those extra marks. The teacher who answers your emails late at night. The teacher who doesn't let you slack off because they believe in you. We know we have been privileged enough to go to a school full of great teachers. Finally, there's a special English teacher and history teacher in the audience who I must thank. They are the beacon of light that guides me, my anchor in rough seas, my heroes and my role models. Hey, I didn't write this bit. Mom, Dad, have you been messing with my speech? I didn't write this bit. And so, we say thank you to the teachers of Grad 18. Thank you.
Every school day for the past 15 years, I woke up at 6 a.m., dressed at 6:40, and left the house by 7:10. I've also taken the same route to school every morning, and now, suddenly, that's all going to change. After being here for so long, I've had so many opportunities and friends and made so many memories. I still remember clinging onto my mom's leg on my first day of kindergarten and begging her to take me home because I was too afraid to go into the classroom by myself. I held onto her leg for dear life until one of my oldest friends ran up to me and dragged me inside. My mom stood there watching me go, with her reassuring smile, and soon enough, she was standing there once again, ready to pick me up for home time. I've made a lot of memories here at the school since that day, and although there have been many downs, they were always followed by so many more ups, from talent shows at primary residentials to unplugged concerts to making speeches at graduation. Being at the school has made me the person I am today. This school was where I discovered my love for theater and where I had the opportunity to try so many new and different things. I was a member of the JV football and softball team. This was where I discovered that maybe sports isn't my forte, but Patana's amazing arts department showed me the world of performance, music, visual arts, and so much more that really excites me. I will miss being surrounded by Grad 18 and feeling comfortable around all of you. I will also miss all the wonderful teachers who have been there since the beginning and who still stop in the hallway to say hello to me. Thank you to everyone for being so kind and making these memories with me. Congratulations, Grad 18. Thank you.
Inherently laden within the word graduation is one of life's most sublime and fundamental truths: advancement. Regardless of how our respective futures treat us, whether unyieldingly or fruitfully, one thing is certain: that every second foregone is an addition to an irretrievable past. Thus, as time has flown by in perpetuity, I trust that many of you have probably experienced graduations of your own in many points of your lives. It may have been in year 6, aged 10, when you disembarked from that primary residential bus for the last time. Or perhaps it was in year 9, aged 14, when you permanently abandoned particular academic subjects. Or maybe it was more recent, in year 13, aged 18, when you ran out of the exam hall elated that you'd never have to hear the phrase "notice to candidates" ever again. It is thus in this predicament, straddled between an expanding and irrecoverable past, as well as a future rife with uncertainty, that I urge you to dig deep and unearth the spirit of experimentation, resilience, and prudence that the Patana experience has so deeply engendered. It is the amalgamation of the 4 themes previously espoused by my 4 dear colleagues here today that will act as sturdy cornerstones for our future. The robust bonds forged by our peers, the warmth and the love generated by our families, as well as, of course, the interminable thirst for knowledge that our wonderful teachers have instilled within us. Nonetheless, it does make sense for us to go forward with a certain degree of humility, being the privileged few with access to such a high quality of education. Do not impose your life philosophy upon others, but rather let it shine as an example for all to learn from, and learn from others as well. A lot of us perhaps never so much as thought of the chaotic realities that lie beyond this orange and black bubble. It is a bubble that for some of us has nurtured and protected for the majority of our lives. And so, when you reach those 2 famous paths that diverge in the woods, hack a new one in between, a middle path. I want you to be hard-headed yet humble, courageous yet compassionate, intrepid yet introspective, ambitious yet amicable. These qualities will ensure that you are simultaneously loved and achieve your goals at the same time. You will conquer obstacles and enemies, and of course, the greatest enemy of all, yourself. And so, yes, an irrecoverable past, developing a sense of responsibility, and of course, trying your utmost is very daunting when it comes to being faced with a looming and uncertain future. But I know that all of you are extremely certain about one thing, and that is where you started. So never, ever lose sight of where you came from. Bangkok Patana School, thank you. It is now my distinct honor and privilege to invite to the stage Ms. Tracy Barton, head of Year 13, and Mr. Andrew Roth, International Baccalaureate Coordinator.
Well, thank you, delegates, for making this even more difficult. I'm going to start by saying congratulations to the graduating class of 2018. You've all just completed a set of examinations which reward you for getting things right. I really hope you have. While I wouldn't want to devalue the importance of this, the whole process forgets that the most important learning usually comes from getting things wrong. I want to use my short time just to talk about this. Being wrong is something that I think you'll agree we are all spectacularly good at. You're even better at it than me, being years my junior. But you're also better at learning from your mistakes. Don't learn to cover them up, as many people try to do. Learn to embrace them, share them, and focus on how you bounce back from them. Now, I want to tell you something about something I got wrong recently, and I want to use it to get to the inevitable metaphor. Just over 2 weeks ago, we both found ourselves with quite a lot of time on our hands. You, because you just finished your exams and were contemplating whether to join the moving party that you've been tracking on What's Line Snap app chat, whether to press the next up button on Netflix, or go for another snooze by the pool. Me, because I was lying on my back in a hospital, trying to reconcile having been in the final stages of marathon training and suddenly not being able to move for a slip disc in my back. Despite long running sessions, I had ignored my transversal spinalis. And over a sustained period of time, I'd been continuously jolting my spine into submission. The lesson that I have learned from this, and here's the metaphor, is don't ignore your core. The core of the Senior Studies program, as you well know, and can probably smile about now, is Creativity, Activity, Service, Theory of Knowledge, and the extended essay. Too soon? These elements are supposed to do the same thing as your transversal spinalis, support all the other more specific elements. They do this, and I'm sure that you will come to appreciate that as you move on to far-flung locations around the globe. However, even more important parts of your core are sat around you right now. And this goes back to exactly what the delegates were talking about. Your family and your friends, those that have supported you as you have grown and provided the base upon which you've been able to develop your specialisms. So whether you are building giant biceps, developing the next revolution in cuisine, working to understand the origins of the universe, or to avoid the next economic recession, whether you're dreaming up your next cinematic masterpiece, trailblazing a new surgical technique, or improving equality for the numerous marginalized people of the world, don't ignore your core. It's the essence of what makes you. Whatever it consists of, make sure you nourish it and you nurture it. Don't take it for granted. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Roth. Before I start, I'd like to say a few thank yous. I'd like to say thank you, Miss Yu, for guiding me through graduation and for being my absolute rock and making sure everything's gone to plan. Thank you so, so much. I'd like to thank my amazing Year 13 tutors who have just been fantastic on an incredible journey. I really am very, very thankful for all your support. Grad 18. I have been afraid of this day for the last 6 years. Not only because many of you have thought that I would probably be in tears by line 4, but also because I don't actually want to say goodbye or farewell. When people learn that you have to give a speech, lots of advice come your way. Make it short and sweet, give it a purpose, try and be funny. A bit overwhelmed with all the advice, I decided to call my mum. Don't bore them, darling. It's not about you. I'm busy at the moment. I'm out. Thanks, Mum. Thank goodness for a nameless Year 13 student who came into my office wearing his usual smile. Hey, miss, have you written your speech yet? I'm working on it. Right. Can I give you some advice, miss? Please do. Speak from the heart, miss. Just speak from the heart. That's what you need to do. So, with the advice from my mum, I shall try not to bore you. And with the advice from my student, I'm going to try and talk from the heart and not cry. I'd like to say a few words about an incredible journey I've had with Grad 18 for the last 6 years. It's been a very, very busy journey, carrying around heavy backpacks full of academic achievement.
Just remember those results that you achieved as Year 11 students. We're expecting you to exceed them in July.
Indeed, but it's not just about academic achievement, Mr. Roth. We've not just been collecting grades and levels in those backpacks. Let me think about some of the highlights you have collected en route. The amazing residentials. My particular favourite, Year 10, when some of you were very creative in wearing your bandanas, a skill that will be very, very useful in Freshers' Week at university. The Key Stage 3 discos, the Beatles cutout, which is still in my office 4 years later, and is used by various members of staff as they come in to pop down and often pop their faces behind it too. The spinning and rowing in the lounge all night, FIFA football in seniors till the late in night. The gym regulars, I hope your taste in music improves, or am I getting old? The whiteboard in seniors where maths genius is created, and jazz and blues teary performances. To villains in plays, writing works of art, creating colour at the art exhibits, to teaching art and literacy to younger students, international awards and feel-good Fridays in seniors, to a Wonderland prom, and the many magical sporting moments you have achieved. This is just a small capture of what you've achieved so far. Exhausting? You still have far to go. So don't expect to do and achieve everything right at once. Anyone who has ever accomplished anything makes mistakes. Be proud of those mistakes and share those mistakes. But do learn from them. Learning is a process, and this is your time to ask questions. So make the most of the skills you've developed and the fantastic opportunities you have been granted here. I've always said this, Grad 18, you are a very special, warm, and caring year group. Please be the friend you'd like to have. Work hard, be kind, and marvelous things will happen. In the words of Samuel Beckett, ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail again, but fail better. Grad 18, you have been amazing, and I have enjoyed every single minute of being your head of year, and I thank you. Thank you. Not yet. I would like to invite Dr. Ted Benang and Mr. Matthew Mills, please, to the stage to present the diplomas to the graduating class of 2018. I'd like to invite Miss Bennett, 13B, who has been tutor to 13B for 5 years.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome the first of our graduates, 2018, on the stage today, Ishita Chatterjee. Ishita has studied at Bangkok Patana School for 4 years, and her fondest memory while studying here is travelling to Perth, Australia to complete her gold Duke of Edinburgh's international expedition. She will shortly head in the opposite direction to complete a foundation year at the University of Arts in London. Kentaro Constant. Kentaro has been at the school for 5 years, and his favourite recollections are from the prom and after prom. He is very much looking forward to starting his courses in economics and business economics at the University of Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Vanchika Lahi. I'm sorry. Try again. Maithili Gupta. Maithili has been here for a solid 13 years. Her fondest recollection occurred whilst in primary school, rehearsing for and participating in the Year 4 production. Maithili is heading for the shores of Australia to study economics at the University of Melbourne. Yurim Hong. Yurim has attended this school for 5 years and fondly remembers her long-term involvement in both the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award and the very successful school basketball teams. She is keen to move on to the USA, where she will begin to study neurobiology at the University of California, San Diego. Marina Kusumoto. Marina cannot recall a time prior to attending Bangkok Patana School, as she has been here for 15 productive years. Her enduring memories will be the lifelong lessons that she has gleaned from Mr. Oakes. She will travel to Pitzer College in California to do a double major in biochemistry and world literature. Vanchika Lahi. Rose has been at the school for 5 years since year 9. Her favourite recollection is being pushed off the inflatable obstacle course by multiple people during a pool party. Rose is very much looking forward to learning all about fashion design at Accademia Italiana. Pongsakorn Lojanavanic. James has attended the school for 10 years and enjoys recalling the time he walked the entire 800-meter run during a PE class. He is looking forward to starting his course in macrotronics engineering at the University of British Columbia. Joshua Martin. Josh has spent 15 of his 18 years attending Bangkok Patana School. His favourite memories stem from taking part in many plays and musicals and making lifelong friends as a result. Not surprisingly, he is very much looking forward to studying songwriting and music performance at the Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts next year. Hiroki Nose. Hiroki started his Patana School career just under 2 years ago. His fondest memory is measuring the vomit factor in a field trip to Dreamworld. He is keen to begin his independent life at Dalhousie University in Canada to study engineering. Hatsuki Ota. Jenny has been walking the ever-changing corridors of this school for 12 years, but the memory she recalls the most often is her Year 6 residential experience. Jenny has decided to follow her dream and study social sciences at the University College of London. Lo Sidlind. Lo has attended this school for 6 years, and he fondly remembers the profound appreciation he developed for the environment while sitting in complete darkness with our tutor group every morning. Next year, he will be studying communications in the Netherlands. Sarachapum Sukasem. Poom has been studying at Bangkok Patana for 2 years, and his fondest memories are of working on his IB art exhibition pieces while listening to Coldplay. He is off to study film production at Savannah College of Art and Design in the US. Xian Tan. Xian started at this school in Year 9, a full 5 years ago, and enjoys recalling the time that he used the school gym after returning from the DT trip. Xian will also be heading to the University of Toronto to study commerce. And the last member of the 13B team is Chris Tongpak Di. Chris has been at the school for 11 years with a small break in between. His most memorable moment was watching his friends win CSAC tennis in 2017. Chris is off to study law at the University of York.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you 13B. I'd like to welcome 13C to the stage, led by Miss Green for a year. I'd also like to say special thanks to Miss Heather for her guidance with the tutor group too.
I'm delighted to welcome the graduating students of 13C. William Barty. Will has been at Patana for 4.5 years. His favourite memory is of completing his gold Duke of Edinburgh's International Award, proudly conquering the Cape to Cape track in Australia with his friends. Next year, Will is planning to study international business at Loughborough University. Narissa Birtwistle. Narissa has been at Patana for 16 years. Her most precious memories are of all the plays and drama productions she has been involved in, especially those in which she has taken a speaking or singing role. Narissa is planning to go on studying drama in the UK next year. Melanie Chan. May has been at Patana for 7 years. She will take with her fond memories of all the various school trips she has attended over the years. May is planning to study nutrition and medical sciences at the University of College London. Mark Comer. Mark has been at Patana for 14 years. His favourite memory is of of his time at the school is of a pizza party in his Year 11 mathematics class. Next year, Mark will be going to Imperial College London to study biomedical science. Samuel Gandhi. Sam has been at Patana for 7 years. His most memorable experience has been completing his gold expedition for the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award. Sam is planning to go and study finance and computer science at Lehigh University in the States. Fizza Gowrie. Fizza has been at Patana for 6 years. Her most treasured memories are of CSAC Arts Festival that she attended in Malaysia. Fizza is planning to continue her creative education, studying fine art in the UK. Dennis Copablo. Dennis has been at Patana for 4 years. His best memories are of meeting all his friends and also the many football tournaments in which he has competed. Dennis is planning to go on and study business and entrepreneurship at the University of Toronto. Song-Yun Kim. Song-Yun has been at Patana for 6 years. He claims that his favourite memory of his time here is of his one and only lunchtime detention. Next year, Song-Yun is planning to go and study physics in Hong Kong. Jaya Kothari. Jaya has been at Patana for 10 years. She will take with her many precious memories from all the residentials and geography trips that she attended. Jaya is heading to Babson College in the US to study entrepreneurship. Rina Kuwayama. Rina has been at Patana for 15 years. She has particularly special memories of GCSE mathematics and IB physics. However, she is planning to go on and study business management next year at SOAS University of London. Cyril Marion. Cyril has been at Patana for 4 years. His favourite memories are of the conversations he has had with his friends and faculty members that have shaped his current perspective on the world. Cyril will be studying Global Liberal Studies at New York University next year. Cameron MacDonald. Cameron has been at Patana for 7.5 years. His most memorable moment is of sitting in Chiang Rai Airport watching a Thai movie about a kung fu chicken after completing his Gold Award expedition for the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award. Cameron is planning to go on to study physics in Scotland. Nicholas Roberts. Nick has been at Patana for a total of 10 years. His most favourite memory from his time at the school is forgetting to plus C when integrating in maths. Nick is applying to study biology at the university in Australia next year. Tananuch Tepkanjana. Password has been at Patana for 15 years. Her most treasured memories are of CSAC swimming and gymnastics and the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award. Next year, Password is planning to attend the University of Chicago to study economics and political science. Nietzsche Visescindavat. Mai has been at Patana for 5 years. Her favourite memory from her time in the school is of International Day. Next year, Mai will be going to study economics at the University of California in San Diego. Larasati Wulandari. Lara has been at Patana for 2 years. Lara's favourite memories are of the free moments in her hectic IB schedule spent gathered around on the sofa laughing with her friends. Lara is planning to go on to study commerce and finance somewhere in North America. Palita Yodmani. Lita has been at Patana for 8 years. Her favourite memory is of the 2017 CSAC volleyball tournament. Next year, Lita is planning to go to Mount Holyoke College to study either biology or psychology.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you 13C. I'd like to welcome 13G to the stage. Ms. Cornish has been tutor to 13G for 4 years.
It is my great pleasure to introduce 13G. Eugene Iron has been at Patana for 7 years. Her fondest memory is of playing cello in many concerts, including tonight. She is graduating to study applied mathematics at UCL, LA. Sylvia de Gomery. Sylvia has been with Patana for 14 years. Her fondest memory is playing touch rugby in freezing weather during CSAC 17 in Hong Kong. She is graduating to study international business at Bath University. Handel Dale Gonzalez. Handel has been with Patana for 9 years. His fondest memory is taking part in the Duke of Edinburgh kayaking. He is graduating to study animation at Northumbria University. Ritz Ho. Ritz has been with Patana for 7 years. Her fondest memory is the Year 10 residential. She is graduating to study biology and psychology at McMaster University. Aryan Jain. Aryan has been a proud Patana Tiger for 16 years. His fondest memory is representing Patana in numerous CSAC tournaments. He is graduating to study mathematics and data analysis at Northwestern University. Alexandre Lacrosse. Alexandre has been with Patana for 14 years. His fondest memory is representing Patana, both on and off the field. He is graduating to Carthage College with a sporting scholarship. Donovan Lung. Donovan has been with Patana for 8 years. His fondest memory is hiding in DT when he hears Mr. Griffiths ask, "What is research?" He is graduating to start national service in Singapore. Oscar Matejasevic. Oscar has been with Patana for 14 years. His fondest memory is improving his drumming skills. He is graduating to study criminology and human pathology at Monash University. Giselle Pang. Giselle has been with Patana for 4 years. Her fondest memory is burning the midnight oil to prepare for a talk presentation in Year 12 Resi. She is graduating to study pharmacology in Singapore. Shivraj Powell. Shivraj has been with Patana for 14 years. His fondest memory is Duke of Edinburgh expedition to Australia. He is graduating to study in Australia. Koyan Pon. Koyan has been with Patana for 7 years. Her fondest memory is her Duke of Edinburgh bronze expedition to Kayai. She is graduating to study hotel management at the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. Jevon Sakaria. Jevon has been with Patana for 8 years. His fondest memory is helping Patana achieve their first ever CSAC Volleyball Championship. He is graduating to study business at DePaul University. Pawarin Sukabun. Pawarin has been with Patana for 7 years. Her fondest memory is Year 8 Resi with Yang Yang, Natalie and Ellie. She is graduating to study dentistry at Maidol University. Juling Zhou. Juling has been with Patana for 14 years. His fondest memory is winning CSAC tennis. He is graduating to study psychology at Berkeley, California. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present 13G.
Round of applause, please, for 13G. I'd like to welcome 13J to the stage, please, led by Mr. Tom, tutor for 4 years. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce the graduates of 13J. Akshara Balaji. Akshara has attended Bangkok Patana for 12 years. Her favourite memory is of performing in the Patana concert series. Akshara plans to study music therapy at Berklee College of Music in the US. Theodore Bean. Theo has attended Bangkok Patana for 14 years. His favourite memory is of a Habitat for Humanity builds. Theo plans to study at Haverford College in the US. Waratawut Boombandansuk. Max has attended Bangkok Patana for 4 years. His favourite memory is of living through 2 basketball seasons full of tech fouls with Mr. Meadows. He plans to study material science and engineering at Georgia Institute of Technology in the US. Joseph Brosnahan. Joe has attended Bangkok for 8 patents. Joe has attended Bangkok Patana for 8 years. His favourite memory is of the International Award Silver Kayaking trip. Joe plans to study political science and law at Otago University in New Zealand. Seungmin Chung. Seungmin has attended Bangkok Patana for 13 years. His favourite memory is of playing Pokemon cards in Year 3. Seungmin plans to study medicine in the UK. Amanda Jayapurna. Amanda has attended Bangkok Patana for 9 years in total. Her favourite memory is of the International Gold Award expedition to Australia. Amanda plans to study animation and digital arts at the Savannah College of Art and Design in the US. Grace Croihi. Aya has attended Bangkok Patana for 5 years. Her favourite memory is of recharging for the day with her daily morning club. Aya plans to study biomedicine at the University of Edinburgh in the UK. Nond Liu Cha Learn. Nond has attended Bangkok Patana for 15 years. His favourite memory is running to get the pizza Mr. Mills delivered into senior studies during a lunchtime. Nond plans to study architecture at Pratt Institute in the US. Mauno Lius. Mauno has attended Bangkok Patana for 8 years. His favourite memory is of a Habitat for Humanity build. Mauno plans to study pharmacology at Cardiff University in Wales. Insia Petawala. Insia has attended Bangkok Patana for 2 years. Her favourite memory is of a Year 12 biology trip. Insia plans to study at the University of Toronto in Canada. Shinakrit Panutaiwat. Mel has attended Bangkok Patana for 15 years. His favourite memory is of ordering Food Panda into all his IB classes. Mel plans to study entrepreneurship at Babson College in the US. Branislav Planka. Brani has attended Bangkok Patana for 7 years. His favourite memory is of a Year 12 biology field trip. Brani plans to study business management at King's College London in the UK. Isaac Seedlind. Isaac has attended Bangkok Patana for 5 years. His favourite memory is of using his phone to turn the projector on and off during one of my lessons. Isaac plans to study psychology at Leiden University in the Netherlands. Kiara Tak. Pavi has attended Bangkok Patana for 4 years. Her favourite memory is of organising the prom in Year 12. Pavi plans to study business management at King's College London in the UK. Shanna Van Dyke. Shanna has attended Bangkok Patana for a total of 12 years. Her favourite memory is all the time she's spent with her tutor class. Shanna plans to study biomedical science at Maastricht University in the Netherlands. Man Ye. Mabel has attended Bangkok Patana for 7 years. Her favourite memory is of the International Award Silver Expedition to Hong Kong. Mabel plans to study Environment and Development at the London School of Economics in the UK. And finally, Lauren Zimmerman. Lauren has attended Bangkok Patana for 10 years. Her favourite memory is of the Duke of Edinburgh Gold Award expedition to Australia. Lauren plans to study business at Ottawa University in Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you 13J. That concludes the first half of the presentations. I would now like to invite the Year 13 ensemble for the musical interlude Lean On Me, led by Miss Laura McRitchie. Thank you.
Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please, please swallow your pride. Pride. If I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those own needs that you won't let show. Just lean on me, call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. Might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me. somebody to lean on, somebody to lean on.
I think you'll agree that really does sum up Year 13. They all lean on each other and support one another. There'll be more music and singing later on in the sports hall, so we hope you can enjoy us later. Thank you very much, Year 13. I would now like to invite Dr. Tej Banag and Mr. Matthew Mills back to the stage, please, to continue with the presentations of the diplomas. Thank you. Please, can I invite 13K to the stage? Mr. Brooks has been a tutor to 13K for 1 year. I'd also like to thank Miss Hickman in her absence. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to invite on stage the graduating class of 13K. First up, we have Adam Amatavivadana. Adam has been at Patana for 11 years. His favourite memories are the International Awards Silver Kayaking trip and business lessons with Miss Vincent. He now plans to study psychology at Leiden University in the Netherlands. Next up, we have David Baines. David has been at Patana for 4 years. His favourite memories are the Year 12 residential trip to Nakumnayak. He now plans to study mechanical engineering at the University of Toronto in Canada. Next, we have Panyapat Benjasirawan. Fame has been at Patana for 5 years. Her fondest memory is the Year 10 balloon debate, where she played the part of Dr. Phil. She intends now to study business marketing at the University of Washington. Napisa Chansiri. Pam has been at Patana for 11 years. Her favourite memory is the International Award trip to Hong Kong. She now plans to go on to study communications at the University of Washington also. Next, we have Sasa Chanuntranont. Sasa has been at Patana for 12 years. Her fondest memories are of the International Awards Silver Kayaking trip and Mr. Tom's DT classes. She will now go on to study biology and psychology with a pre-med track at the University of California, Riverside. Pumkun Chayavoraprapa. Pum has been at Patana for 5 years. His fondest memory is spending most lunchtimes playing basketball and then sometimes managing to squeeze in 5 minutes of actual lunch. He now plans to study engineering design at the University of Bristol. Alexander Hahn. Alex has been at Patana for 2 years. His fondest memory is the Christmas concert. He will now go on to complete his military service in Singapore, before going on to study economics and political science. Karina Hollander. Karina has been at Patana for 2 years. Her fondest memory is competing in BISAC athletics. She now plans to study nutrition at King's College, London. Next we have Jack Hickey. Jack has been at Patana for 12 years with a short break in the middle. His fondest memory is the train ride to the Year 6 residential at Chiang Mai. He now plans to go on and study international hospitality and tourism management at the University of Surrey in the UK. Next we have Brian Lee. Brian has been at Patana for 2.5 years. His favourite memories are all the great times he has had with friends, both inside and outside of class. He will now complete his military service in Singapore before going on to study economics at university. Jasmina Millard. Jasmina has been at Patana for 3 years. Her fondest memory of her time here is the Year 12 biology trip. She now plans to take a year out before going on to study at university. Samita Prasertsi. Chile has been at Patana for 2 years. Her fondest memory is of all the hard work she put into organising prom. She now intends to study zoology and marine biology in Australia. Saurav Sawansuka. Saurav has been at Patana for 10 years. His fondest memory is of his amazing dance performance on International Day. He now intends to study informatics at the University of Washington. Jade Supon O Chakun. Jade has been at Patana for 12 years. His fondest memories are of the DT field trips. He now plans to study product design at the University of Oregon. Henry Tiratada. Henry has been at Patana for 11 years. His fondest memories are of all the great times he has had with friends here. His plans now are to go on to London to study architecture. And lastly, we have Ploenta Voraprukpisut. Pleun has been at Patana for 6 years. Her favourite memories are the Year 10 balloon debate and every single IB physics lesson. She will now move on to study material science and engineering at Northwestern University in the US.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you 13K. I'd like to invite 13L with Dr. Linley, who's been tutor for 5 years.
Good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the graduating students from 13L. Let's start with Erin Arnold. Erin has been at Patana for 10 years. Her fondest memory is standing on top of Sharp Peak during the Silver Duke of Edinburgh expedition. Erin will take a gap year and then go on to study medicine in the United Kingdom. Hong Wei Chen. Will has been at Patana for 15 years. His fondest memory is being able to hang out with friends every day. Will plans to study industrial engineering at Pennsylvania State in the United States. Sing Yi Chen. Sandra has been at Patana for 15 years. Her fondest memory is the last day of school. Sandra plans to study computer science and media at New York University. Satonton Duntanasan. Mick has been at Patana for 6 years. His fondest memory is eating noodles every Monday and Wednesday. Mick plans to study nutrition and food science at the University of British Columbia. Chia Yu Siu. Burial has been at Patana for 16 years, and her favorite memory is having noodles when there's minced pork. She is going on to study fashion design in Paris. Tad Janvatanovic. Tad has been at Patana for 13 years. His fondest memory is cooking for his CAS project. Tad will be taking a gap year and then go on to study culinary arts. Jinuk Kim. Jinuk has been at Patana for 9 years. Her fondest memories are the school trips. Jinuk will be taking a gap year and then go on to study visual arts at the Kansas City Art Institute. Sarah Lim. Sarah has been at Patana for 12 years. Her fondest memory is trekking through the rainforest with her biology class, while also getting on Miss McDonald's nerves. Sarah will go on to study neuroscience at the University of Bristol in the UK. Mohammed Nafis Mahbub. Nafis has been at Bangkok Patana for 11 years. His fondest memory is the peace during Year 11 study leave, allowing him to read, develop a love for memes, and transcend layers of irony. Nafis will go on to study law at the Brunel University of London in the United Kingdom. Seri Matula. Seri has been at Patana for 13 years, and her fondest memory is coming second place in CSAC basketball. Seri will go on to study biomedicine in Australia. Praticho Liam McQuay. Liam has been at Patana for 9 years. His fondest memory is getting to know other students while on study leave. Liam will go on to study computer science and mathematics in Canada. Hai Tong Nguyen. Tong has been at Patana for 5 years. His fondest memory is eating noodles with the lads. Tong will go on to study computer science in China. Mu Shi Ni. Scott has been at Bangkok Patana for 5 years. His fondest memory is the Duke of Edinburgh International Award Silver Cycling Expedition. Scott will go on to study computer science at the University of Washington. Ye Rim Park. Ye Rim has been at Patana for 13 years. Her fondest memory is her varsity basketball team improving to 3rd place from 6th place. She will go on to study media communication in South Korea. Perawat Punyagupta. Put has been at Bangkok Patana for 11 years. His fondest memory is being locked up by Miss Barton for breaking a laptop in Year 8. Put will go on to study history and economics at Yale in the United States. Pirat Vichivanives. Poon has been at Bangkok Patana for 10 years. His fondest memory is of a monitor lizard running across the SEC building and the guards running behind to try and catch it. Poon will go on to study computer science at Carnegie Mellon in the United States.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you 13L. I'd like to invite to the stage 13M, led by Miss Donald for 2 years, and we welcome back Anna Thane, who was tutor for 4 years. Thank you.
I'd like to welcome 13M graduates to the stage. Kashi Agarwal. Kashi has been at Bangkok Patana for 13 years. Her favourite memory is of the Year 2 sleepover. Kashi plans to study finance at George Washington University in the US. Anastasia Butu. Nastia has been at Patana for 3.5 years. Her favorite memory is the theater trip to Bali. Nastia plans to study communication science at the University of Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Tania Brandt. Tania has been at Patana for 14 years. Her favorite memory is dancing in seniors with her friends. Tania plans to study child development and psychology at St. Edward's in Austin, US. Bisasha Chayangpath. Paddy has been at Patana for 15 years. Her favorite memories are of the countless dance performances on this very stage. Paddy plans to study English literature and sociology at Trinity College Dublin in Ireland. Shri Holima. Shri has been at Patana for 6 years. Her favorite memory is of CSAC cross-country and volleyball. Shri plans to study product design and technology at Loughborough University in the UK. Philippe Ledois. Philippe has been at Patana for 5 years. His favorite memory is of the CSAC maths trip. Philippe plans to study applied maths in the US. Dewi MacArthur. Dewi has been at Bangkok Patana for 9 years. Her favorite memory is surfing in Australia on the DOE Gold Trip. Dewi plans to study international affairs at American University. Shada Mahadamronkun. Thanks. Jessie has been at Patana for 4 years. Her favorite memory is trekking and kayaking in countless DOE expeditions. Jessie plans to study public health and philosophy at UC Berkeley in the US. Taratorn Nunpak D. Michael has been at Patana for 10 years. His favorite memory is the 5-try comeback against class with the rugby boys. Michael plans to study liberal arts in NYU in the US. Bilav Patel. Bilav has only been at Patana for 2 years. His favorite memory is the educationally invaluable physics trip. Bilav plans to study physics at the University of Toronto. Aksh Ranjan. Aksh has been at Patana for 5 years. His favorite memory is spending time with his friends at Patana. Aksh plans to study material science and engineering in the US. Dennis Springer. Dennis has been at Patana for 16 years. His favorite memory is all the CSACs he took part in over the years. Dennis plans to study engineering at Queen's University in Canada. Lauren Steele. Lauren has been at Patana for 13 years. Her favorite memory is the Year 2 sleepover. Lauren plans to study business management and marketing in Nottingham in the UK. Jay Supavadi Prasit. Jay has been at Patana for 14 years. His favourite memory is the 2014 varsity softball semi-final against Dover. Jay plans to study finance at Stern School of Business in the US. Julia Verstraat. Julia has been at Patana for 4 years. Her favourite memory is teaching autistic children how to swim. Julia plans to study international management at King's College London, the UK. And last but not least, Kevin Utrecht. Kevin has been at Patana for 5 years. His favourite memory is playing alongside his teammates over the years. Kevin plans to study business in Australia.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you 13M. I'd like to welcome 13P to the stage, led by Miss Puttock, who's been tutor for 4 years. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure to present the final graduates at 13P, beginning with Benedict Erle. Benedict's been a student at Patana for 4 years, and his favourite memories are from training and competing with BPS sports teams. He's very much looking forward to studying law in Germany. Marine Baum. Marine has been at Patana for 4 years. Her fondest memories are of taking well-earned breaks from study and spending quality time in seniors with her friends. She plans to study biology and psychology at the University of British Columbia in Canada. Chawisa Bunpiti. Didi has been a student at Patana for 11 years. She's always loved International Day, from the cultural pride to the food hall. Didi's going to New York University to study media, culture, and communications. Manon Bruslers. Nicky has been at Patana for 14 years. His fondest memories are of relaxing in senior studies and spending quality time with his friends. Nicky is planning to study hospitality management at Hotel School, The Hague. Anias Companol. Anias has been a student at Patana for 8 years. His favourite memory from his time here is winning varsity volleyball. He's planning to have a gap year in China to learn Chinese and then study international business and communications in the US. Saranya Fishback. Saranya has been at Patana for a total of 15 years. Her favourite memory is the Year 2 sleepover when they listened to Avril Lavigne and watched SpongeBob all evening. Saranya is looking forward to studying theatre and performance at either Bristol or Surrey University in the UK. Hanyor Kim. Hans has been a student at Patana for 8 years. His favourite memory is winning CSAC volleyball for the first time in Patana history. He plans to study communication science at the University of Amsterdam. Asel Liniage. Ash has attended Patana for 8 years. His warmest memories from his time here are of tennis office banter. He's going to study medicine at University College London. Jake Mills. Jake has been a student at Patana for 10 years. His favourite memory from those years is getting his pen licence in Year 4. Jake plans to study filmmaking after taking a mini gap year. Zoe Monfils. Zoe's been a student at Patana for 4 years. She will fondly remember coming out of a trial maths exam and realising her calculator was in RAD the whole time. She's looking forward to studying environmental sustainability at Leiden University, The Hague. Nicholas Powell. Nicholas has been a student at Patana for 7 years. His favourite memories of residential, where he met one of his best friends. He's going to complete an internship at 2 hotels in Salzburg, Austria. James Year. James has been at Patana for 8 years. His proudest moment is receiving a nomination award in the end-of-term Sports Hall Assembly. He plans to study computer science or software engineering at either Monash or Melbourne University. Mia Vincent. Mia has been a student at Patana for 5 years. Her warmest memories are of relaxing in the library with friends at lunch, looking for and talking about books they've read. Mia is going to study primary education in the UK. Joey Wong. Joey's also been at Patana for 5 years. Her favourite memories are of playing Just Dance with her friends, even though, apparently, dancing isn't their forte. Joey's looking forward to studying biomedical sciences at King's College London. And our final graduate of 2018 is Laura Worthington. Laura's been a student at Patana for a whole 16 years. Her favourite memory comes from Year 5, when she went from hating sport to suddenly realising she was brilliant at it. She plans to study sports and exercise science in either the UK or Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you 13p. I'd like to invite Head of Secondary School, Mr. Mick Smith.
Sorry, I always like to get a drink first. Graduates of 2018, family members, guests and colleagues, before I begin my closing remarks, I would like to thank a number of people for making today so memorable for you. As always, this theatre is a wonderful setting for this grand occasion. My thanks go to our amazing team of support staff who prepared the theatre and the sports hall today. Thanks also to our catering, sound and lighting, ICT and marketing teams, the secondary office staff, the Year 13 tutors. Special thanks as always to Helen Thew and Head of Year 13 Tracy Barton for their attention to detail, their planning and coordination from start to finish. Next year, Helen will enjoy graduation like everyone else. And again, Helen, thank you very much for all the graduation memories. Sincere thanks also to Alec Bean, Laura McCritchie, Dave Larking, our talented musicians, and also to our senior delegates, who in addition to graduating, wrote and delivered their superb speeches too. As always, they are a very difficult act to follow. Thank you all very much indeed. Graduates, it's not easy coming up with something new to say in my 12th graduation speech. When Grad 2007, my first, took place, you were in Year 3. The term Rocket Man then meant either an astronaut or the speedy English snooker player Ronnie O'Sullivan. All was very quiet in North Korea. George W. Bush had seemed to have been a rather divisive and controversial president. I thought the Republicans would probably play it safer next time around. Sorry, political already. The world keeps changing, but essentially I do want to share the same basic message with all our graduates. You only hear it once anyway. If you have older siblings, your parents might recognize some thoughts from previous years, and Mr. Mills will be thinking, Smithy, you've been saying that every year since 2010, matey. That's how me and Millsy talk to each other. Leave Soy Lassan, get on the plane to university, or your gap year, or your national service. The destination of your choice. Start applying everything you've learned here until the world becomes a better place. I say each year, because I think you can actually achieve it, and I think it's your responsibility to try to do so. A few years ago, I talked about a Patana diaspora, a spreading of alumni around the world. Picture a nighttime satellite image of Earth with thousands of individual pinpricks of light shining in the darkness, dotted around the world, emanating hope, compassion, clarity, kindness, creativity, positivity. There will be major constellations in London, New York, Bangkok, Singapore, Melbourne, but also solitary lights or smaller clusters in Hong Kong, Berlin, Brussels, Mumbai, Tokyo, Toronto, Amsterdam, Auckland, Beijing. In daylight, you'd recognize the pinpricks as individual paw prints, global networks of proud Patana loveliness. There are already thousands of alumni out there doing great things, making a difference, waiting for you to join them. Some of you have been here most of your lives. We've seen you grow into the wonderful young women and men that you are now. We've had time to get to know you really well, to open your minds to exciting possibilities, to develop a skill set and a mindset to help you make sense of the world and keep on learning well beyond Patana. You have Patana blood running through your veins. Others may have been here for maybe just 2, 3 or 4 years. We claim you as ours too. After all, 2 years embedded in the IB is like 10 years doing anything else. Your tutors, classmates and teachers have embraced you as part of the family. You are all now mighty tigers, ready to take your place in the world, leading the lesser animals, panthers, falcons and the like, who look to you for direction and guidance. Watching you today, even prouder than your teachers, are your parents. As a parent of a graduate last year, I know what they're feeling. They are bursting with pride. As you walked up the steps across the stage, they held their breath, hoping you wouldn't trip or fall, just as they watched anxiously when they dropped you off at those first days at school. They had that same thrill of nervousness and excitement when you went on your first residential in Year 3, when you appeared as a lobster or some vegetable in Alice in Wonderland in Year 6, when you performed in Unplugged in Year 10, opened your IGCSE results in Year 11, played a CSAC final last year, or received your Gold DOV award on Wednesday. The difference today is that this is the big one. There are no more school memories to make. What seemed to them and to you not so long ago to stretch out into the distance, well beyond reach, has grown closer. They've sensed it coming, drawing nearer, over the next hill, around the next corner, until suddenly today it's right here in front of them and all around you. Today, graduates, childhood officially ends, and with it, your day-to-day dependence on your parents, except for cash, of course. They are proud and happy, but they also feel a little bit selfish because they don't really want to give you up, to see the adult you've become leave the child that they raised and cherished behind. As a school, we know we fulfilled our purpose. We've prepared you for today. Our role is to wish you luck and wave goodbye. As parents, it's harder. Outside, your fathers will probably be stoic. They'll offer you a firm handshake and maybe a hug for the girls. But their stomachs will be churning. Mine was. Perhaps the aircon has affected their eyes just a little bit. They'll tell you that Mum was blubbering into a hanky, but no, they were fine. Just the aircon was blowing right at them. Come on, dads, let out the love. Let the tears flow. Tell your son or daughter just how proud you are. After dinner, Mr. Mills may invite you on stage to hold hands and join him singing Kumbaya. Perhaps so. Maybe not. Be very patient, very loving with your mum. She has lived and breathed every test, every report, every fallout with friends in Year 5 and with boyfriends and girlfriends in Year 12. She could easily score 40-plus points in the diploma. She's been through it all with you. She could ace your extended essay viva. She knows when to sign up for the next habitat build. Over your secondary career, she spent about 50,000 bahts baking for your bake sales, and another 50,000 bahts buying baked goods from your bake sales. She made sure that you were eating and sleeping properly, that your friends were eating and sleeping properly, and that you or your friends would tell her if you or your friends weren't eating or sleeping properly. She loves you unconditionally. She is very, very proud of you right now. Our intention as you leave Patana, as graduates, that you're the physical embodiment of our guiding statements. We hope you'll carry them with you. Are you motivated, engaged, responsible and honest, kind, compassionate, balanced and fulfilled, collaborative and confident communicators, critical, reflective thinkers, passionate, resourceful and resilient? Do you show integrity? Are you diverse and inclusive, ethical, informed, empowered by interculturalism, respectful contributors to digital and global communities? Yes. Yes, you are. Just look at you. You live and breathe this in everything you do. Collectively, you are powerful, informed, persuasive, and committed global citizens in every sense. You're fortunate to have been able to develop such a level of expertise here. Your parents chose Patana, at least in part, because we share these common values. We want to develop future leaders who live by and share them in their organizations, the communities, and wider society. You will be those future leaders. You have enjoyed a wonderful, broad, challenging, and engaging education with inspirational teachers and mentors. I've seen your engagement in workshops, art studios, labs, classrooms, tennis courts. I've also witnessed the inspiration and creative energy your teachers get from you. They admire your achievements, your work ethic, your balance, sense of justice, compassion, support for each other, your passionate advocacy for the huge number of causes that you engage with. We are blown away by how you speak, conduct, and organize yourselves, by your creative power, your optimism, and your resilience. You challenge us to question our own values and beliefs in areas such as sustainability, gender definition, mental health, and well-being. You advise us on how to share important messages with younger students. You communicate seamlessly across multiple digital platforms, and help us slower and later adapters understand how these can be positive as well as negative. Your next challenge is even greater than climbing the IB mountain. Go beyond school and really make a difference. Seize the opportunities your parents have given you. We want you to be professionally successful, to make a good living in whatever you choose to do, but we strongly believe it is your absolute responsibility to carry these attributes with you, to live by them, share them, and challenge those who don't accept them. Unfortunately, not everyone is empowered by interculturalism or aspires to be diverse and inclusive. In fact, you may be in the minority. It isn't their fault. They're also shaped by their environment, which may be less inclusive than yours. Sadly, in recent times, many leaders have responded to perceived threats to their nation's well-being by appealing to intrinsic mistrust and fear of otherness, whether religious, cultural, ideological, or economic. They've rallied around populist appeals for idealized and usually false national identities. Great nations were built upon migration and integration, but a century after World War I ended, isolationism, intolerance, and fear are driving political decisions within nations and straining relationships between them. The media has whipped up what can only be described as xenophobia, hardening attitudes and prejudices still more. Unfortunately, not everyone has your ability to critically analyse and reflect upon news that you receive. You are not passive consumers of information, but active, informed, ethical participants in your own learning. You're able to make decisions regarding the validity of what you are told. Most of you actually are going to be migrants, or at least feel like migrants for the next few years. You don't need to accept ill-informed barroom beliefs, incorrect and invalid arguments in college classes, or unethical election campaigning. You must not accept it. Challenge it, communicate clearly and confidently. Your passion, engagement, and integrity will ensure that people will listen to you. Use that power. Don't shrink from it. You'll encounter prejudice in other areas too. Shamefully, the last year has demonstrated that in your top 2 university destinations, the US and UK, enormous gender inequality still exists. In the UK, women are paid significantly less than men for exactly the same work, especially at executive levels, where there are already far fewer women working anyway. And this 100 years since women first achieved the vote in the UK. In the US, the Me Too and Time's Up movements have raised awareness of the prevalence of sexual violence towards women in the workplace, and how the problem, which is actually global in extent, has no place in the 21st century. Genuinely stamping this out will require people with your integrity, compassion, resourcefulness, courage, and resilience. There are reasons to be cheerful. Just like with the pioneering suffragettes, strong women encourage other strong women. Oprah Winfrey made a tremendous speech at the Golden Globes Award this year, placed her in the forefront of female empowerment, and confirmed her credentials, perhaps, for potential future presidency. Angela Merkel may well be the most powerful woman in the world. Jacinda Ardern, only 37 years old, is New Zealand Prime Minister, challenging established views on leadership. Katrín Jakobsdóttir, only 42, is the Icelandic Prime Minister. She's an environmentalist, a leader of a wide coalition of parties who has to work collaboratively and with empathy to rebuild her country after financial collapse. All these traits are natural and instinctive to you. Young men graduates, this is you too. You know just how smart, how capable, how compassionate, how inspirational the women of the graduating class of 2018 are. Don't forget that. Don't tolerate gender inequality. Finally, I want to mention well-being and positive mental health. Look after yourselves at uni. Look after each other. You have wonderful support systems here in your parents, friends, and the school. You all struggle at some time through the IB or a personal situation, and help is always here. The real world starting at university isn't always quite like that. You are strong, resilient, and healthy, but keep checking in on each other. Speak to your family. Join clubs and societies. Find out who you can talk to at college if you're having a bad day, and save their number. Look out for people who might be finding it tough. Show them that you care, just like you have done while you've been here. Your future is so bright. Embrace every opportunity, but embrace also the responsibility that comes with being a Patana Tiger. Stand up for your values, challenge the injustice and intolerance that you will witness. You are strong, funny, kind, loving, super capable, and good young people about to shake and shape the world. Shine your light brightly, we'll be looking out for it. Congratulations and good luck to the graduating class of 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the recessional of the graduating class of 2018.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for attending the graduation ceremony for the class of 2018. Outside of the theatre on this level, there are drinks provided both in the foyer and the exhibition hall. You smile photographers will be available in the sports hall building, Court 1, from 6:30 until 9:30. Dinner will start at 7 p.m. Once all of your guests have arrived, please feel free to begin your meal. As you make your way out of the theatre, please remember to take all your belongings with you. Thank you all for your attention and have a wonderful evening.